how to debug a application within the business application studio. For that, how you can enable the debugger, that I will start from today's class. Okay, for that, what you can do to enable a debugger, there is a three dots, right? You click on the three dots and you can go to a run configurations. In a run configuration, so far we have not created any run configuration, so that you create a run configuration. Just click on the create configuration. Once you click on a create configuration, it will ask a projects. Okay, what are all the projects that is available in your workspace? It will ask for a project. So select the project in this, and you can add any name. Okay, as far as I'm keeping the same name which is suggested, and I'm clicking on enter. Okay, fine. So far it's created a run configuration, and you could see our application is associated with the SQLite database, so that you could see a database connection here. Okay, it is a database connection. In that database connection, you need to bind it, then only the datas. Okay, what are all the datas that is available in a SQLite database, those datas will be reflected to our application, and we can able to debug it. So that I need to click on a bind button. Okay, this is a bind button, to click on that. Fine. Once you click on a bind button, it will execute a command, and it says that successfully deployed to my.db. Okay, fine. Okay. Now to run the application, what you have to do, you should click on this play button. Okay, this is the option to run the application. Then once you click on that run application, you will see under the debug console, under the debug console tab, the application is running and the port is opened. The server, the live server is opened with a 400 port. Okay, and you can click on open in a new tab. You could find the application here. Okay, so for created two applications, which is a custom standard template application, which is a list report application, and another one is a custom UFA application. Okay, fine. And moreover, here you could see what are all the steps it's written. It would returns the what are all the steps, my service, my simple service or CDS, app service or CDS, freestyles, what are all the applications that has been loaded, everything it has been written in this debug console, because it is a console. Okay, this is a console. Whatever you are seeing the browser console, right, those things you can do it here. You can do just everything, whatever the console activities you are doing in a browser, you can do everything here. Okay, and here, so, once you run the application within a debugger mode, you could see here there is a one pop-up has been feature has been enabled to navigate the debuggers. Okay, once you have the debuggers in your code lines, then these options will be enabled. Okay, these options will be enabled, and you can debug the application line by line. Okay, fine. What I am going to do here, I am just going to click on one record. Okay, fine. This is the go. Once I click on this go button, what are all the records so far available in this? We could able to see this record. Okay. Now what I'm going to do in this, I'm going to create one record. Okay. Once I create the record, it will navigate to the object page, and it shows what are all the options that we need to enter in this. Okay. So far, in this customer details tab, country, email, and phone numbers are the mandatory parameters. Okay. For these mandatory parameters, I'm going to add a validations in the phone number. Okay. To add a validations in the phone number, what you have to do, you have to write a custom code for this. How you can write a custom code and where you can write. You should know about that, where you can write the custom code. Because now what we are going to do to add a validations, I am going to open this service.js file. Okay, before in this service.js file, already we have added one custom code. Please enter a first name without entering the first name value, and we clicking on a create. you will get a pop-up that error pop-up like please enter a first name. Okay, like that what I'm going to do here in this phone number, if the user has entered any character values apart from a numeric value, they should get an error pop-up. The phone number, the entered phone number is not a correct, not in a correct format. Okay, so that we will be displayed a error like that. Okay, for that what you have to do, you need to add one more this dot before. Okay, you need to add one more this dot before. For that I am doing. Okay, see here guys, and one more thing I have forgot. Okay, see there is a this red color footer. Okay, why this red color footer is showing that this means there is no error in the application. This means right now we have opened our application in a debugger mode, so that this red color footer will be shown to intimate the user that you have opened your application in a debugger mode, so that this red color footer will be available once the application is opened in a debugger mode. Okay, now I'm going to add one more custom generic handlers, which is this dot before. Okay, this dot before, okay fine, this dot before. And one more thing I need to show you. See, this is a network tab which is full of a empty field. Okay. Now I'm going to write anything in this custom in this phone number. Okay, just I'm entering a value of 12345. Okay. Then what you it will be do, it will trigger a batch call. Okay, like this. Once you click on this batch call, you could see a payload as well. Okay, in this payload you could see the patch operation is performing within a customer's entity, so that we have exposed our application in a customer's entity. The patch operation is performing in the customer's entity, and it's sending a data to a customer's entity with the phone number. Here what are all the values that we have written within the phone number, those values has been taken here, so that it will send once you click on create, it will send to the customer's entity with a patch. Okay, like this the create and update and delete everything will be work for each and every inputs that you have given here. The corresponding batch call will be triggered. From that corresponding batch call only the database tables will be updated. Okay, so far now we have entered a phone number, but we didn't click on a create up button. Okay, now you can see here the draft is updated. If you go to your database, first I will create a connection to a database. Oh, sorry, this is a cloud foundry database, SQL tool. Okay, this is our database. Already we have made a connection. Just I'm going to connect this database now. Once the database is connected, you could see a green icon is enabled here. Okay, and then open this icon. I expand this, you could see what are all the tables that has been available. So far, we need to see a customers underscore drafts table. Okay, when I right click on this and choose a show table records option, you could see a one ideally the one data should be available in this draft. Okay, this is customers table only, right? Okay. Okay, fine. Let's okay. The draft is updated. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm gonna write a custom code for this. Okay, I'm going to write a custom code this dot before of update, so that it works in a patch, so that we have to do a update now. Update in which entity we are going to add a custom codes in a customers entity, so that customers dot drafts. Okay, customer dot drafts. Just I'm checking whether this customer dot drafts is working or not. Ideally we should be able to write a record like this only. Request response. Okay, opening a curly brace and ending with this. Okay, fine. Now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna add a debugger here. Okay, just I'm writing a debugger. Fine. What it should do, once I do any action in this, okay, once I delete this file number, the debugger has to be stopped there. Okay, see, once I click on this, ideally the another batch call should be triggered. Within that batch call, no, the batch call has not triggered. Okay, so that we have written a code, we need to reload this once. Yeah, we will reload this once and under define. Okay, what this? Oh, okay. Sorry, I have made a mistake. Now I will run this. Okay, I have run this and I am going to reload this application as well. Okay, I'm going to reload this application as well. I know that why that DB that we have seen that orders, sorry, customers draft table, right? It's not updated, right? I know that why it's not been updated. Once we activate this run configuration, yeah, just I'm gonna go add a validation for this phone number. Okay, I'm showing how to add a validation in this. Okay. So far we have seen that customers entity has not been updated. Why means once we add a run configuration, this debugger enabled, so that if you see in a package.json file, the DB will be changed. Okay, the database will be changed. Ideally, we will be using the db.sqlite. Okay, you could remember that once you configure that debugger, there will be a message in the console. I will show you that too. In the terminal, you could see that successfully deployed to my.db. But we are seeing that in a db.sqlite. Okay, there are two DBs that is available. One is a my.db. This is a newly created DB. While configuring the debugger run configuration, and the db.sqlite is the actual DB which we will be able to do all the operations and storing the data in a database table. Okay, so that what I will be do here, I will change this to db.sqlite. db.sqlite. Okay, db.sqlite. I have changed db.sqlite. Then I will reload this once again. Reload this once again. Once it's reload, you could see in this, in a debug console, it has been opened. I'm opening in a new terminal, a new application, closing the old application, opening the UI as well. Okay, clicking on create. Let me debug and show you first. Okay, I will enter some data 1 2 3 3 4. The batch call will be triggered here. Okay, once the batch call is triggered, you will get a message is draft updated, and we will see in a DB the draft table will be updated. Okay, fine. Once I release this, see the batch call is in pending status. Okay, why it's in pending status means so far we have added a debugger. Right now it's stopping in this debugger. Okay, now if I go and check in a table, in a customer draft, ideally the one data should be added here. Okay, see here now the one data is added, but it's not moved to the actual customer table. Right now it's in a draft table only. Okay, draft table only within a ID is created by the by default with the CU ID option, and the rest of the things we need to enter it. Okay, fine. I'm closing this. Okay, now we have added a debugger, and I will show you how to get a data. Okay, once you added this debugger, okay, now you will get this request. Whatever the request we are passing in this, you will get this request. Okay, if you expand this request, you could see. Wait, I will close all this. We no need this. Okay, if you expand this, you could see a data option. Okay, under this data you could see a phone. Okay, which is the phone number field which we are referring, the same is the phone. Okay, for that what I will do here now, first I will take a phone field. Okay, for that const curly braces phone space from where I'm taking this request dot data, and then okay, I have taken this phone. Now I am converting this phone number value from a string to integer. Okay, then only I can able to check whether this phone number has a characters value. Okay, for that what I will do, I don't want to give this. For this, o value is equal to parseInt. Okay, parseInt of phone. Okay, parseInt of phone. Now just I'm adding a validation here. If number dot, okay, how you will check this is number dot is nan. Nan means not a number. Okay, of o value, then you will throw a error message. To throw an error message, what I need to do, request dot error of 400. Actually the error code you should know, for this bad request or the not see whatever the data that we have entered incorrectly, for that ideally we will be throwing a 400 as a bad request error. Okay, this error code is 400. Enter phone number is not in correct format. Okay, this I will throw as an error. Fine. Okay, yeah. Now this is fine, and I will reload this once again because we have changed, we have added some of the custom code in the service.js file, so that you need to reload this debugger and you need to reload the application as well. Okay, I will reload the debugger once. Okay, here I will reload the application also. Okay, you will get an error obviously because we have reloaded the debugger, so that you are getting that 502 error. Don't worry about that. It's a standard one only. Fine. Mm, let me close this. Okay. No, I will run with this only. Okay, I am not able to close this. Okay, what I will do? Yeah. Okay, if I just enter a number, okay, it will just go and add in this debugger. I will show you how you are getting those records as well. Okay, then if you navigate, okay, if you go click on this F10, it will go to the next line. Okay, it will go to the next line, and if you over to this phone, okay, ideally you should go to the next line, then only you can see the previous record. Okay, if I go to the next line and you hover to this phone, you can see that whatever the data you are getting from that request dot data, you will, once you hover on that, you can see the value here. The phone number value is that, and if you again click on this F10, it will go to the next line. Here you could see the O value. That phone number value is converted to the integer. So far it has been converted to the integer. So far it has been in the string. Now it has been converted to the integer. Okay. Next, what you do, go to the next line. Debugger will be stopped. Okay. Now if you select this and copy here, see here, it's returning a value false. Okay. Right now we don't have any alphabets that has been, or the characters that has been added. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to release the debugger. So far you will be not getting any value. Okay. Now if I add any characters, let I'm adding QW. Okay. Just I added a QW. Then here debugger will be stopped in this. I'm navigating to the next line. You could say get the data as a phone number, and this is has to be converted to the string. If you hover to this O value, okay, Now we get the value and you convert this and go to the next line. The value is here. Ideally, you should get the validations. Okay. Why you are not getting is
Maybe parsing is parsing only the numbers only. It is
numbers.
not
Yes.
considering I think it is not considering string value, the characteristics.
Yes. Then we will remove this rsint. Okay. Now we will reload this once again. Once it's reload, I will reload this as well. Oh, it's now everything in a string, right? Yeah. Now you will get an error. Entered phone number is not in correct format. Okay. This is how you need to add a validation. For each and every field, you can add a validation like this. Okay. This is the one concept which I need to show you how to add a validation within a template. Okay. Template related applications, which is a Fear elements application. Okay, if it's a custom UFA application, you can directly add everything in your controller. The validations, what are all the messages you need to show, you can add it in a controller level. Okay, but here you could not able to do that. That this is the format you need to follow, and the debugger option you need to enable is the same. Okay.